It's another episode here. Jay and Dre, what's good with you, bro?
Yes, sir. I'm good, man. How about you?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, bro. Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
back here on the pod, man. So
Living
yeah,
large. Man got the new hairstyle and stuff. You see that?
yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
man,
it was
fresh to
more
death
than
over here.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it,
Yes,
man.
sir, bro.
It's been a long time coming. No, I'm playing for real, but
It's
yeah,
it's all
I
good.
mess with it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and you
It's
got
it's
the
all love.
hockey. Is that a hockey jersey?
Yeah, bro. The other Coyotes, bro.
What's the name?
It's
What's
like
the name?
the Coyotes.
Coyotes.
It's the team that was in Arizona. Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, I don't know none of them.
Yeah, bro. It's
He looked. I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying to get into
Yeah.
hockey.
No, it's okay. It's don't feel bad because I mean I don't watch hockey a whole lot either. I follow it like a little bit, but I'm not like a super diehard hockey fan. So
I feel yeah,
I ain't the one to come to for all the what's going on. But
yeah.
no, I thought it was nice though. So I just
Nah, that shit
went to
fine.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clean. Um, I did just interview one of the UCL hockey players. I'm finna drop that one, so you'll probably see me
Really?
post that one. Yeah,
That's
and
dope.
he's from Canada.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay. Is
yeah,
UCL's hockey team good? How are they doing this year?
they really they had a tough season this year, but
Uh huh.
like honestly, historically, they're one of the. He said they're one of like the top 10 teams in their league.
Okay.
So
That's dope.
it was just like a coaching change that happened like
Yeah.
last season, but still haven't truly found a new one.
Mhm.
So guys had to step up as leaders
Yeah.
because it's really a club at UCO. It's not
Okay.
even a scholarship sport right now.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So the players that's doing it, bro, they doing it for the love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the fact that he came from Canada, which
Yeah.
he ain't the only one, is like we can talk about that
Yeah,
later.
that's a big
It's a
deal though.
lot that
Coming
like
from another country, like
yeah, he told me a lot about it, bro. So yeah, be on the lookout for that for sure.
okay,
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
I will. I'll definitely be looking for that one.
that
All right, so let's see, man. We was talking already earlier about the sort of what's going on in the NBA, man. It's a lot to talk about, and it was some games that was played today, man. With bro, two like teams that I think have great contestants for MVP.
yeah,
With the Denver Nuggets and OKC
yes,
Thunder. Those are the two teams
yes,
I'm talking about.
yes, bro. Like, and the Thunder won too, right?
Yeah, they did by a
Yeah,
lot. By add, I'm a Thunder fan, so of course I'm gonna throw that in there.
he said by a lot.
Bro. Yes.
That's how
Did you
it's
see
been
the
going
final
for the
score?
Thunder.
It was yeah. It has been that way, and
Yeah,
I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Thunder all around. But of course, we always have to talk about Shai when we talking about the Thunder.
yeah. It
He's
started with Shea.
he's been spectacular this season, and maybe something about not getting MVP last year, like ignited a fire in him this year because he's been on a tear the whole
Yeah,
season.
yeah. It definitely has. Like he's talked about it, and it's like you can see he getting 50 point games here, 50 point games there.
Yeah,
Like,
and what I think is interesting about that is that was something that was kind of people were waiting on him to get that. It's been a
yeah,
while.
you're
That
right.
was kind of something people were starting to even talk about. Like Shea hasn't even had a 50-point game yet, and it's crazy that like once he did it, it's like it just started happening again and again and again. It's like now you can't stop him from scoring 50 points. It's crazy.
And that's the type of things you gotta do when it's you're in the race for MVP, man. Like
Yeah,
you gotta silence everything they're saying you can't do. You know what I mean?
right.
And that's what he's done, bro.
Exactly, and I'm loving that. But we have to talk about the Denver Nuggets too,
Yeah,
and Nikola, man, he's still in the conversation. I think.
yeah, no, no doubt, bro. It's like it's hard because I could see someone like I don't know, like even choosing Nikola because he's still putting up 20-point triple doubles, bro.
Yeah,
Like
and
that's
and then
insane.
the night before they play, I think was it last
The
night?
30-point
Literally,
triple, yeah, 30, 20,
yeah,
20.
yeah. That
It's
is
like,
literally
dang.
NBA history. I don't think that's ever happened before,
Right,
ever.
because I was thinking, I was like, wait, hasn't that happened? But I remember Russ was the 20 20 20.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
wasn't
It's
30
close,
20 20, but
but
still
in
impressive.
a
But
for a
speaking of
league
Russ,
that's
though,
had people like Wilt and Kareem and Shaq and like
oh,
that says a lot for him to have put up a something that has never happened before,
I
something
didn't even think about
unprecedented. You know what
that.
I mean? Because like we have
Dang,
seen some crazy stat lines from bigs throughout
true.
you know what I mean. I didn't even scratch the surface on legendary bigs off of who
Hmm.
I named. So for him to have done that and to have made history like that is it's pretty impressive, and
Yeah,
I think we talk about that a lot now, with him being in the conversation amongst the greats with the bigs. But like I
yeah,
think it still shows, man. He's very very much in the conversation, but
yeah.
maybe I'm a little biased with feeling like Shea deserves it, but I think the numbers also speak for it. The Thunder is the best team in the West right now. You
Hmm.
could easily make an argument for them being the best team in the league. I know people like the Celtics and the Cavs, but
Yeah, it'd be the Cavs if it wasn't the Thunder, but yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I see what you're saying with the Celtics being like the still reigning champs too. You know, you
they're still
gotta
the team to beat. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah,
when it's all said and done,
yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I mean, shoot, I think I really think Jokic like it's tough, bro. Like, imagine if you were Jokic though. Like, do you think that you deserve it to be taken away from you? Like, I'm just playing devil advocate at this point. I just want to
like having the MVP taken away. Like, what do you
yeah,
mean?
like I'm saying, like he's still was he 2-time champ or something, 2-time
Yeah,
reigning,
I mean, I don't know if I
or
would see
no,
it
he's
as
not, or maybe he said he
I don't know if
has
I would see it
to.
as taken away from him because I just don't think he's had a better season than Shea has. I think just
Just
straight up.
season wise. I
Yeah.
mean, with the like them being number one in the West,
Right.
I just wanna I'm kind of just wanna pick the side of like someone who may even like look at Jokic and feel like
Yeah.
I mean like dang bro, what have I really done wrong to not like be the top? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
Like I don't
And
know. I just feel like it's
it's
really close.
yeah, and it's tough, and I think that's what makes the award itself like so like good is because
Yeah,
it is that competitive that it's kind of always going to feel like someone gets snubbed because there's always going to be
yeah.
more than one player that's deserving of it. We talked about that with the NFL too.
I know,
Where
man.
it's
Dang.
just it was more than one player that had MVP caliber seasons. So it's regardless, it was gonna feel like someone got snubbed, regardless of who won.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
I
And
just
and
don't
I,
think
I
it's
don't
like
think the
that every
NBA is
year
any
though.
different.
It's not like that every year
That's
though.
true, but
But
there
as
are
of late,
exceptions, and this might just be one of those years where
yeah,
it's like that, and we've seen that plenty of times in the past where
yeah,
that's been the
true.
case.
You're right. That's true. It's definitely a race. Even
Yeah,
like as of recently with the NBA, it's been a race for sure.
yeah, it has.
Like no doubt. I mean, that's good for us as fans. Like
Yeah,
we get to really have these debates and see good basketball. When it's like that.
yeah, especially like now where there's been so many conversations about if the NBA is on the decline or not, in some ways.
Right.
And
Right.
people have been talking about viewership going down for certain things, especially like the All-Star game. And
Yeah, that's a whole.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
I don't know
The
what to
All
say
Star
about that.
game,
Yeah,
man.
I really didn't even watch much of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I
So I
didn't
don't have
either.
a whole lot to say about what took place this year, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I didn't watch like the All Star game
yeah,
as much. Not really. Like the skills challenge stuff is like, bro, well, what are we even doing at this point?
yeah.
Like Chris Paul and Victor were like throwing up
Yeah,
shots on purpose
I
just
saw
to
that.
like
I did see that, like a clip of
take the
that.
little penalty, but still get a better time. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's
So,
just lame.
what do you think it would take to like save it, or do you think the All Star Weekend is even worth saving? Like, what do you think?
You
Like
can't
moving
save it,
forward,
bro.
what is the
You can't
solution?
save it, man.
You think
Like, I
so?
mean,
Yeah,
you may. I just the players don't care, bro.
yeah.
Like I just think it's they don't
Yeah, I feel
care.
like unless you're doing like money incentives or
Oh yeah, I talked
I guess
about
and
that.
or I
Yeah,
guess money incentives that are big enough for them to be interested too. Like that's the other
yeah,
part to that, because they're already making millions. So
right. They'll try to like pitch it to the young guys or something.
yeah,
Like I
but
don't
then
know.
that kind of takes away from it's like it's not an all star then because
Yeah,
that's what an all star is. It's not
right. They
it's
have the
not just the
rising
young
stars there
guys.
on Sunday.
Yeah,
Like, come on now.
yeah,
Like, when have we ever done that?
yeah.
Like, come
And
on.
maybe you should just make the all star like a recognition. Like every time around this year, you just name a list of all stars who are like at that caliber.
Hmm.
Maybe you could still do the voting and maybe it could just be like a more of a sentimental
No
kind of
game.
thing versus them going out because what value does it add at this point? I
Yeah,
guess like for the people that get to actually go and see it, that maybe it's something to see all of those like superstars in the same place at the same time.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's
But
not.
aside from that,
Yeah, and they even saying, I mean, them tickets ain't cheap, bro.
right? They
Like,
not. So you know, I think that
So
maybe that's the only other thing that you get out of it at this point. But like you're
yeah,
saying, watching it is just it's not that exciting because they're not really playing that hard. And in
nah,
some ways, obviously, I don't blame them. I'm not gonna risk injury over something like
right,
this that don't
right,
count, don't matter.
yeah. I think it was, and this is another point. I feel like the stage, in terms of like how it would be covered, and what that meant at that time, made it to where like maybe everybody ain't heard of me like that because we didn't have social media. This is my day to
Yeah,
show who I am and who and what I do.
yeah,
And
that's fair.
I don't think that's with social media now. Like we know more players. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
the casual can know
yeah.
more than I don't know because
And maybe I need to learn a little bit more about the history of it too, because has it always been fan voting that decided the All
no,
Stars?
no,
Yeah,
it's
so
been
like I feel like that's also something that kind of takes a little bit out of it,
yeah, yeah. I
And I
see
think that was a ploy to kind of build more involvement and engagement in it,
exactly.
but
That's what I'm saying.
maybe in some ways it kind of takes away from like the authenticness of it.
It does, bro. Because I mean, your players that are like just focal points of the league are gonna get there because of the fan vote. Like I'm not
Yeah,
saying they don't deserve it because they most of the time I mean, they're the best players because they're the best. But like
right.
I don't know, like a player who's just like a vet NBA legend that's kind of near the end is still gonna beat out someone who's probably having a better season, but a younger player that we don't really know. You
Right,
know,
right.
because of that fan vote.
Yeah, we've seen that
And
plenty of
they've
times.
minimized the fan vote because that was taken
Uh-huh.
over a lot. You
Yeah,
know.
and especially like you said, teams with big fan bases like LA, bro, Golden State, like
Yeah.
those are
Right.
teams that
Yeah. Laker Nation.
all
Whatever. Yeah. I don't really
right,
mess with y'all.
don't
Whatever.
yeah, I'm not a I don't like Lakers fans either.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I gotta throw the Laker.
yeah, that one's definitely gonna get some reaction if you make a clip out of that.
Already, man. They be flying out the woodworks, bro. Like,
Yeah, but you have even more reason not to be a Lakers fan. Not that they have Luca. Like
yeah.
you have a justified vengeance.
Oh, of course. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, all right, now, like, I want to wish Luca the best, but like, if we see Luca in a series or something, like, shit, I want the Mavs to
Absolutely not.
win,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
right. Yeah, of course not. You don't want them to win. This
you
is
know,
even if it's not his fault.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter at that point.
It don't, bro.
It
It's
is
not
what it
even
is.
right.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. And I guess to that point though, like, since you mentioned the playoffs, like
Yeah.
how are you feeling now that we're getting closer to the end of the season? It's a little bit more obvious, I think, who the real contenders are now.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, what are you thinking in terms of?
Who contend?
Yeah.
I mean, we gonna start with the West.
Okay.
You got the
The
Thunder.
Thunder. Yeah, we
You know
have
what
to
I'm saying? Like, come on now.
them being the best team in the West by however many games now. I don't know, but it's crazy. We haven't seen any.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Thunder like this maybe ever.
Ever, bro. Thunder never had a better
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
season than this.
it's
Like,
amazing.
bro, bro, it's March and they have 11 losses. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, man.
Like
They've been
53-11 or
yeah,
something like is insane for it's March.
yeah. They've been balling,
Like
bro.
that's close to the 72-10. I mean, yeah, 72-10. Like that's close to that.
Yeah, they would have to go on like a win streak for real for the rest of the
Yeah, to
season.
get
But
that.
I
Yeah.
mean, the pace they've been winning at, like, yeah, I mean, they might end up
Shoot.
real close to it.
Right. Like once you get to if you got to like 13 is kind of like that's not heard of, bro.
Hmm.
Like sometimes most of the teams be having like 14, 15, 16. Like if you're like
Hmm.
you had a really good year.
Yeah,
But like if you only got like 13, 12 losses, like
that's still really
that's
impressive.
historic
Yeah,
year.
it is. It is. You're right. Even if it's not like record breaking, it's still
Yeah.
historic, like you saying. That's for sure. And they're close to it, man. So
So yeah. I
I mean,
gotta start off with them.
right. And I think it's
Yeah.
without a doubt that they're the team to beat, at least in the West right now, I think. Even though they didn't go to the Western Conference final, or they didn't, take
Yeah.
the Western Conference championship, right? So I think even with that considered, they're still the team to beat this year. Like, to me, I feel like they have the best chance of doing it, and I feel like the expectation is the highest for them to come out the West.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, even like what Presti has done, bro.
Yeah.
When we're bringing in iHeart and
Right.
like Caruso, bro. Like
Adding the right
that's
pieces,
smart, bro.
Yeah.
Those were great pieces.
they were.
And yeah,
And
because
I think it's going to pay off.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can even like you haven't really seen it all together that
Yeah,
much
that's
either.
what we're waiting on too. Like the
So that's kind of scary of how good they've been playing without even being
yeah,
fully together.
yeah. Just like waiting to see them at like full throttle and like they're all like really healthy and ready to go, man. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we also can't, we can't leave out the Lakers now, especially with Luca. They're definitely a contender. And as a Thunder
Anytime,
fan,
yeah,
I don't want to give them that much credit, but I have to. They've even looked different since adding Luca. Like it's been a stark difference,
yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
I mean, you had the IQ of both of them together,
Yeah.
bro. I think right now they said LeBron might miss some time with the
Really?
groin,
Oh, okay.
but what we've seen when for them together, like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to see LeBron is like you got someone that's 40 years old.
Still playing like this?
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's the one that like he's the one that runs the floor.
Yeah.
He's the one that like your 25-year-old, 26-year-old superstar is the other one.
Yeah.
And the 40-year-old is the one that's catching lobs.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like
It doesn't. Man, that's crazy. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not
you know
gonna
what
get
I'm
too much.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
It's
that's
it's
wild.
just it's hard for me to
The
like.
GOAT debate.
It's hard for
Oh,
me to
no, I'm
talk.
playing.
It's hard for me to talk about it without feeling some type of way about that trade. Just it still
Yeah,
bothers me, and I'm not
of
even a
course.
Mavs fan,
it,
and
yes,
so I can
it's a
only imagine how you feel.
bro. Like it's a move
It's,
that
it would
messes
keep
with
me up
every
at night.
team,
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie. I would have lost some sleep behind that one.
I definitely have, bro. Like it's like I just thought, man, why he keeps trying
I'm
to bring
sorry,
because
bro. It's just we were talking about the
bro
Lakers,
keeps
man.
trying to make me.
I'm not. I'm really
He's
not. I'm
trying
not
to
trying
make me
to.
cry, bro. This,
I'm not trying to do that, bro. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just
no.
the whole league is hurting behind that one, bro. In all fairness,
Yes, that's a move that's gonna
I
make
just
everyone mad.
I don't like seeing the Lakers get freebies like that. That's basically what that felt like. And again, I said it when we were not recording. Like, I don't even want it to be something that's a slight on Anthony Davis because I don't feel like he deserves
No,
to
he
be
does
talked
not.
about like that because he's nice.
Right, right,
But you have to call a spade, and that the trade just does not make sense.
at all.
And that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna get too deep in it because we talked about it already. So I'm gonna leave it and let it be what it is. But
Yeah,
just
please do, man, because I just can't do it, bro.
yeah,
Like I
that's
was
that's
even.
fine, man. On a
Mm.
brighter note, one of the things we talked about too is that in terms of trades, that one of the people that might get traded in the offseason is KD, and the Mavs is a team that is apparently considering trading for him.
Yeah, yeah, I've
They
heard
might
about
be a
that too.
contender at least.
I
So
would, I would like that. Like that would give us more hope for making a run. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We
it
need
definitely does.
definitely Kyrie got to come back from injury. That's gonna take some time.
Yeah,
But I mean, KD and AD. You know what
that
I'm
yeah
saying?
that might be something.
Like we haven't seen that yet, and then adding Kyrie, KD, AD, and Kyrie.
Yeah,
I like that. Like,
yeah, I think that's something there.
yeah. So I'm hoping, I'm praying. Please,
Yeah,
Nico. I still don't like you, but I mean, if you do that, then I mean, we can. We'll see where it goes. But
yeah,
it doesn't answer our long term. Question
it
marks.
doesn't.
Like, and
It
that's
does
what
not.
I felt comfortable with when I had Luka Doncic. That we're good for like the next like 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and
And
that's what you're
yeah,
wondering now. And I told you, you have to be careful because you don't want to become, another Brooklyn Nets situation where you go in on veterans who, may still have something left in the tank, but they're at that edge, if they're prime and the gas they have left in the tank basically, and you end up in a situation where you don't have any young stars to build around once they have moved on, which will happen in the very near future. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, man. They're
Not
really
everybody is going to be LeBron and play until they're 40, and that's okay.
right.
Not every player has to. That's not an expectation, anyways.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
So
Exception
as
to
a
so
GM,
to the
you have
rule.
to you have to know that and think about that. Obviously, like, it goes
That's
without.
what
It kind of goes without saying, like, we ain't GMs, so
this is what
surely
pisses
they
me
know
off
how to do
about
this.
Nico. But yeah, I mean, but
Oh
the
man,
the Nets though are an organization that is very dysfunctional.
yeah,
What are you doing? Like
Yeah.
I remember I actually went to like the Nets played the Thunder back when they had like Pierce and KG.
Hmm.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, KG looked skinny as hell, bro. Like I didn't know he was that skinny.
Really?
Like I'm like, bro.
Has he always been that way though? You know?
I
I don't
feel
know.
like he has though, but like seeing him in person, I was like, bro is really like skinny.
Wow. Hey, nothing wrong with that. You
I'm
know what I'm
just,
saying? It's skinny kings unite.
I'm not. I'm just saying you're not hooping though. Like at the NBA level,
Yeah.
and I just felt like, or maybe it could have been just an end of the career type of deal. But like,
Yeah.
I just was looking at that roster, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they thought this was gonna work because it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know either. That was an interesting time for sure. And
Yeah,
and to that point, if you're the Mavs, you don't want to. Nobody should repeat that. That should be a lesson learned for every organization. This should be a one-time thing.
please don't repeat that.
Oh my god, bro! I'm getting all these straight notifications, bro.
Oh yeah, we gotta get into it.
Live on the podcast, bro.
Oh.
DK Metcalf got traded to the Steelers.
What?
That just happened. And then earlier Devontae Adams got traded
Oh
to
yeah, we gotta get this out.
not even to jump topics, but yeah, Devontae
yeah.
Adams also got traded to the Rams. That happened just
Crazy, man.
maybe
And
20 minutes ago, right before we got on.
Yeah, and they re-signed Matthew Stafford too.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, hey, you got. Oh, what I was thinking, doesn't Puka wear 17?
I think so.
So who gonna what is that gonna be?
I don't know. If I'm Puka, if I'm not giving that up, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I think Devontae might just.
You have to
what
pick
number
something
he
else.
gonna wear though?
I don't know.
That's gonna be interesting.
Better find something in the bin, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, like he really referred to himself as like 17, like.
Yeah.
But you ain't 17 on the Rams.
No.
But that's still besides just a jersey number. Great pickup for the Rams, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna even help out Puka.
Uh-huh. And what do you feel about DK to the Steelers?
They need to go get a quarterback.
Yeah.
But they still got Pickens. Is Pickens still on the roster?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken.
Bruh,
I haven't heard anything about him.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
But Pickens, you need to lock in, bro.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, shoot, maybe DK can. I don't know what type of leadership role, but DK is pretty much a vet in the league now.
Yeah, he is.
And so it's like maybe they can get on the same page with the right QB, and that's gonna be something they got to answer to,
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's a great segue into like the other free agency we was talking about, man.
Yeah.
So like, who do you see as the fit for the Steelers? Like, what do you think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna draft a QB, or because I think what I've heard lately is that they don't plan on keeping Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. So where does that leave them?
I mean, I think it has to lead them drafting somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I also think they're not the best when it comes to drafting QBs. So I feel like they might go back to like the free agency route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, maybe it's some options there. I'm trying to think who's a free agent still. Is Sam Darnold maybe? Like, I don't know.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, you need to go get a QB, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what pick they have. Maybe that will help me out. But like, the QBs in this draft, I know if they don't have a top 10 pick, they're probably looking at maybe like a Jackson Dart maybe or a Quinn.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Or a Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't like we don't know what that looks like. You know.
And I also saw that I think the Patriots are gonna let Joe Milton go too. So,
go get Joe Milton.
So
Look,
maybe that's
I'm a Joe Milton stan, bro. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Joe Milton.
I kind of like what I see from him too, bro. So I'm not mad at that.
Free Joe Milton, bro.
Yeah. And it is what it is, bro. It just
it is what it is.
Like
they drafted May. I think they were in the same draft.
Yeah.
It's like they kind of just took both.
Yeah,
bro.
and Drake May just turned out to actually be like that too.
Yeah, but I don't even think Milton's even got like the shot, so he could be like that too. But
Exactly.
but May is nice. May's not. I thought May was pretty good too in college. Most did, but like
he was for sure.
So hey, maybe that's something the Steelers could be looking at. That's more of a cheaper expense that makes sense to them than going out and paying a Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And having to really make a big commitment to a rookie contract
Yeah.
if it's towards the top because you think you need to get somebody that
Mm-hmm.
is gonna make y'all comparable faster. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Man, but I don't know if there are any other like QBs available in free agency. So yeah, maybe
yeah. I don't know either.
I don't know, but I think
I
that's
know one
interesting
with
for
trash.
I think that's interesting for the Steelers and back I guess to the whole thing about the Rams getting who they just got, bro. So Cooper Cup, obviously we know he's still getting traded.
Yeah, Cooper Cup. Come on, Dallas, man. Come
I don't
on,
know,
we
man.
come on. That will help out CD. Like, cause he's gonna work that slot and like he can,
That's
that's kind of
fair.
the possession receiver that we need to combine with someone like CD. Because now
Yeah,
right now he's doing both.
yeah.
Like,
And I really haven't heard anything about what's going on with that trade or not. If they have
yeah,
any, it's kind of been like quiet after they announced it, at least from
it's
what I've
true.
seen.
Yeah, it
So
is. It has.
I'm not sure. I know they said they're working with Cooper Cup to find a destination, so maybe they're just letting like his agent do some talking, and maybe they intentionally keeping it low key.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have NDAs for a reason. So
Yeah, yeah, you're
maybe
right. I mean, not a
they
bad
working with
move for them to
stuff.
do it that way.
Yeah, man, I'm still getting a notification about DK Metcalf, man, and then
And
that's crazy. But
so he's on. You say he went to the Steelers.
yeah,
Dang man, so they added. Yeah, yeah, we talked about it.
yeah,
But
they added some
oh,
some
isn't
stuff.
like I think Najee Harris wasn't he a free agent?
I think so. I think he might still be a free agent,
Yeah, so I mean, they could be looking to draft a
like
draft
running
a
back.
running back, and
Yeah,
this is the class to
yeah,
do
it
it, bro.
is for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder where Najee Harris is going to end up, but I was thinking about some other wide receivers, especially like as a Commanders fan. That's one of the things we need is to add some depth at that
Just picked
position.
up Debo though. You
Yeah,
know.
and that's true, and I think that's a great pickup.
Yeah.
And I think we need maybe one more,
Yeah.
like I said, like a real solid like deep threat. Maybe someone who's like big, like one of those like 6'5". I was thinking DK before I saw that.
Yeah,
We
that
talked
that's
about that.
exactly
I was
who
like,
that
that
would
would have been
be.
a nice pickup, but
Yeah.
obviously that's not happening. And then I saw the Bengals franchise tagged T Higgins, I think. So
Mm.
looks like he's gonna be there.
You know what? T. Higgins. Oh yeah, but I mean, this receiver draft actually isn't that bad.
Yeah,
Like, you got like someone like Ibuka, maybe.
yeah,
I mean Ted, T Mac.
yeah,
Tate McMillan or
yeah. That's
whatever.
true.
I
Yeah,
feel like they could go get someone.
that's true.
I mean,
I'm kind of hoping that they
like
do,
if they got
man.
Ibuka, I feel like that'd be kind of nasty.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they do, man. We need all the weapons we can get
Yeah.
for Jay and James, and I'm hoping we get a running back too.
Yeah. 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 Y'all probably gonna get a running back for sure.
Yeah, man. Who knows? Obviously, we need to get the defense up too, and
Yeah.
obviously Miles Garrett signed that extension that happened today too. So much stuff that's happened
Dang.
today.
Yeah, it
That
has
was.
been
I think I woke up to that news, or
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
happened not too long after I woke up. 'Cause I
Yeah.
sent that to you earlier, man, and
I'm just. I
it's
feel what you're saying. I get what because you were. Which everyone is like, yeah, we don't want to hear nothing again. Like you
yeah,
said I want to leave, but then you sold for the bag. Like you took the bag.
yeah, and it's fine. That's his prerogative, but
Yeah.
it's just you made the decision to choose that over going to a
He
contender.
did.
So
He did.
that's just
That just
that is
got you.
it is what it
That's
is.
your choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
He'll be you like that Hall of Famer that had a great season on a bad team.
yeah,
Like I thought. I mean, because that's generational. I thought that was generational for that position. Like
absolutely.
that was like that's really hard to turn down.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. It is. And Miles Garrett deserves it. So I ain't even, I'm not mad at it. But
and then I mean, I know the Browns. They ain't never won none. Like I could say something better, but I'm trying to keep it. But I think they aren't that far off of being like a playoff in the playoff.
no, they're not. I
picture.
mean, they just went to the playoffs.
They just
What,
need
2
a
seasons
quarterback,
ago?
bro.
Yeah,
And
they do.
And they probably need another receiver too to go with Judy.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Because he did show like he can
Judy
play.
balled out.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally, and we kind of knew he had that capability.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was with really not his main QB all season, bro. Like
Yeah.
they went with then Jameis.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they benched Jameis, and who did they go with? Like somebody else, like Dorian Thomas Robinson.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, exactly. You got the name right, I think.
Yeah, hey,
So
you think? Yeah, right. I hope I did.
I'm sorry if it's not,
My bad.
but
But
yeah, just I think they do have some potential, but yeah, it's
yeah,
just one of them things. They
yeah.
got to do what they need to do first. So
Right, right.
you know, and I think man, I don't know. I'm just ready for next season. I'm excited as a Commanders fan. We've done a lot of good stuff. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah, y'all, yeah. I mean, coming off of a NFC appearance, I
yes,
mean, yeah, title
going to the
appearance.
championship, yeah,
Yeah,
man, and we didn't win it, but I just I'm looking to see what we're gonna do to our defense to really bolster it because I mean we're not gonna be able to maybe stop Saquon or nothing like that fully, but
hmm
maybe do some containment. And to be honest, looking back at that championship game, we stopped them a few times on some drives. Our offense just, the turnovers, man. So I think
yeah,
adding the right weapons on offense is going to make the difference too, And I know it's not about like scoring all the time, like defense wins championships, but you
right,
know,
right, yeah, yeah,
having a unstoppable offense makes a difference too. So
yeah, yeah.
that's all I'll
That
say
is
about that.
true. But yeah, the defense too. I mean, it's a bunch of. I'm looking at the draft quick for like quick needs and stuff, and like
Yeah,
this D line draft is
yeah,
like they got some
yeah.
weapons up.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. It's been a minute, so yeah, man.